On Pest Paradise, we delve behind the velvet ropes to celebrity big homes and condos worth millions. Being in the limelight has its drawbacks, but who wouldn't desire these stunning mansions in exchange for some privacy? From former Disney stars to reality TV stars, Hollywood's elite are redefining luxury life. Imagine entering a world with lavish gyms, private libraries, and cigar rooms to satisfy every want. Not merely residences, they are huge estates where the affluent and famous escape paparazzi-lined streets. Grab your champagne flute and join us for a star-studded tour of Beverly Hills' most luxurious houses. This world of excess is limitless, so prepare to be astounded. Let the grandeur begin at celebrity mega mansions and condos worth millions. Bobby Sherman. Price, $9.4 million. Location, Los Angeles, California. You most likely heard some of Bobby Sherman's popular tunes growing up if you were around in the 1960s or 1970s. Even after giving up his job as an actor and singer to pursue a career as an EMT and police officer, the teen idol was very wealthy from his work in entertainment. Sherman had a stunning $9.4 million mansion in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, until he passed away a few years ago. High ceilings, glass walls, a bar, and a 1/5 scale model of Disney's Main Street were all features of the house. Tom Selleck. Price, $12.64 million. Location, Ventura, California. A 65-acre ranch in Ventura, California, was purchased by Blue Bloods actor Tom Selleck in 1988 for an amount that exceeded $12 million, adjusted for inflation. Selleck purchased the property to escape the bustle of Hollywood. It contains a ranch house and horse corral constructed in the 1920s. The actor claims in an interview that he works the ranch every day, taking care of the grunt jobs personally, and that he does not contract out workers. The most intriguing aspect of the ranch is the fact that Dean Martin, another famous Hollywood actor, formerly owned it. Dolly Parton. Price, $718,300. Location, Brentwood, Nashville. Famously, Dolly Parton was raised in poverty in Tennessee, although she has subsequently made significant progress. The country music icon has resided in Brentwood, Tennessee, near Nashville, with her spouse since 1999, when she paid $400,000 for the property. Even though it seems like a modest price, particularly for Nashville, Parton's house has a lot of upscale features. As you may expect, the inside is equally as imaginative and colorful as Dolly herself, with vivid hues and striking patterns. It also has a tennis court and pool. Larry Bird. Price, $4.8 million. Location, Naples, Florida. Larry Bird is going to be remembered as one of the all-time greats in the NBA. Despite his legendary status with the Pacers, he also had a property in the South. He and his spouse have sold their house in Naples, Florida for an incredible $4.8 million. The property is stunning to look at. With 6 bathrooms and 4 bedrooms, the Naples estate is modeled like a Venetian home. A home theater, an infinity pool, and stunning views of the lake are just a few of its opulent features. Shane Warne. Price, $8.8 million. Location, Brighton, Melbourne, Australia. Australian cricketer Shane Warne played for Victoria and Hampshire for a considerable amount of time, from the early 1990s until 2007. After the right-handed batsman's 2022 passing, his contemporary beachside house was put up for sale. Warne had a large number of homes, many of which were in Melbourne's stunning, landmark-filled Brighton neighborhood. This specific property was advertised for $8.8 million, which is a higher price than its 2015 listing price of $5.25 million. Sally Field. Price, $7.9 million. Location, Malibu, California. Actress Sally Field has been a Hollywood legend for decades, although we have not seen her on film lately. Sally Field, like many actresses with Field's wealth, has resided in many opulent homes throughout the years, including this $7.9 million Malibu residence. The main home on the 3-acre property is 6,000 square feet and includes 4 bedrooms. For any equestrian, the horse riding facilities and stables are the focal point of this lovely residence. The 20-foot-tall teepee in the front yard, which can accommodate up to 15 people, is another noteworthy feature. Christopher Quentin. Price $2 million. Location Cheshire, England. British actor Christopher Quentin is well known for playing Brian Tilsley in the hit television soap opera Coronation Street. In addition to his roles in the program from 1978 to 1989, he has also acted in other TV series and motion pictures. Quentin is also well known for possessing an opulent home in England's Cheshire County. Among its many facilities are a grand entry hall, a movie room, and a games area. The mansion is reputedly valued at over £2 million. The home also has a large lawn with a tennis court and a swimming pool. It's important to note that Quentin may not still own the property, despite reports that he had previously listed it for sale. Dido. Price $4.75 million. Location Hollywood Hills, California. Florian Claude du Bonnevielle Armstrong, better known as Dido, is an English singer-songwriter. With the release of her first album, No Angel, which included the breakthrough track Thank You, she rose to worldwide prominence in the early 2000s. Since then, Dido has put out several other well-received albums and sold over 40 million copies of records worldwide. Dido sold her house in the Hollywood Hills for $4.75 million in 2008. The home was a contemporary 3-story residence with expansive views of the city and the sea. It included a movie room, a gym, 5 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and a swimming pool. Architect John Bertram created the design for the home, which was constructed in 2003. It's unknown whether Dido now has any further real estate in the Los Angeles region. Ainsley Earhardt. Price unknown. Location Upper West Side, New York. The popular co-host of Fox News Channel's Fox and Friends, Ainsley Earhardt presently lives in an exquisite home in the exclusive Upper West Side district of New York City. Her elegantly designed home is a picture of sophisticated interior design, roomy living spaces, and a calming color scheme that perfectly complements her lively personality. With its opulent features, the home offers Ainsley and her family a cozy and tranquil retreat. Although the precise worth of her residence is unknown, one may presume that Ainsley has made large investments in her dream house, considering the Upper West Side's prestigious position and reputation. Greta Thunberg. Price unknown. Location Stockholm, Sweden. The well-known Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg lives with her family in a small flat in Stockholm. Her house is designed with sustainability and energy efficiency in mind, in keeping with her environmental beliefs. The home is equipped with eco-friendly furniture, a minimalist decor, and energy-efficient equipment. The apartment's ecological credentials are further strengthened with energy-efficient lights and solar panels. Their way of living is more eco-friendly and straightforward, since Greta is all about cutting down on consumption and preventing climate change. Although the precise value of her residence is unknown, it probably reflects Greta's sustainable ideals and is comparable to the average cost of apartments in Stockholm. Tony Bennett. Price $780,000. Location New York City, New York. The late great singer Tony Bennett often referred to Astoria, Queens in New York City as his home. Bennett is a native of New York City, even though he is most often connected to San Francisco, California. He moved out of California years ago to live in a large apartment amid the bright lights of New York City. Bennett had excellent views of the city from this charming home, which was furnished with mirrors, picture frames, wood cupboards, and colorful walls. Perched on the 15th level of a tall building, the apartment had a stunning view of Central Park. Gianni Versace. Price $125 million. Location Miami Beach, Florida. Over the year, Gianni Versace's previous residence has seen several changes. Versace first bought it in 1992, and the fashion tycoon invested more money in the renovations than he did in the original building. With a gorgeous statue of Medusa and a pool lined with gold, it was seen as a representation of unadulterated luxury and prosperity. That was before Versace was fatally assassinated on the steps of the house he devoted a great deal of effort to creating his utopia. Peter Lofton paid $19 million for the estate when he passed away, and he converted it into a posh boutique hotel and members-only club. When it was discovered that one of his investors was operating a Ponzi scheme, the business failed. In the end, the property was purchased for approximately $41.5 million, a small portion of its $125 million listing price in 2021. Jon Bon Jovi, price $43 million, location Palm Beach, Florida. It only makes sense for Jon Bon Jovi to live in luxury given the quantity of hit songs he has produced. The native of New Jersey paid $20 million to renovate another Palm Beach estate before acquiring his current residence in 2020. David Kleinberg and Thomas Kirchhoff created this house, which is as upscale as they come. There are 12 baths and 7 bedrooms, in addition to 5 powder rooms, and an exquisite formal dining room with views of the ocean. Bon Jovi may choose to stroll a few yards to a white sand beach or enjoy the private pool, which features a cabana. The design, which draws inspiration from the Mediterranean, gives off an annual vacation vibe. Cher, price $48 million, location Beverly Hills, California. Over the years, some superstars have called this Moroccan-style estate home, including Eddie Murphy and Cher. This Benedict Canyon mansion is 20,000 square feet, and its size alone has turned away bidders in the past, so it is not a property to be taken lightly. The property was first advertised by Cher for $80 million, but the price was lowered following little to no demand. This is the reason why the property's value has significantly decreased over time. This is a really lovely estate, so it's unfortunate. Any inhabitant will undoubtedly feel as if they are miles away from the bustle of Beverly Hills thanks to the white walls and rich wood tones. Fed up with the main house? If you want a little change of scenery, there's a 7,000 square foot guest home. This is an equestrian property, so it would be perfect for someone who needs a large riding ring and 5 stables. Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, price $35 million, location Los Angeles, California. For a considerable amount of time, Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake have been among the longest-lasting couples in Hollywood. The Hollywood Hills property was purchased by Timberlake for $8.2 million in 2002, and it hasn't been on the market since. The couple just listed it for $35 million. The 13,530 square foot Spanish mansion has 9 bedrooms and 13 bathrooms. The residence, which was part of Errol Flynn's estate, was designed by Esty Stanley. It has illuminated tennis courts, a meadow and woodland, a screening room, an outdoor living area, a gym, and tennis courts, as well as fruit and vegetable gardens. Since the couple just listed it in October 2021, it is too soon to predict how the property will do in the real estate market. Ed Sheeran, price $5.04 million, location Suffolk, England. Ed Sheeran's song Homeless is not, however. Sheeranville, a vast 16-acre estate in Suffolk, is his property. He lives there with his wife Cherry and daughter Lyra, and the estate is reputedly valued at $5.04 million. The artist has a $78 million real estate portfolio that includes his Suffolk property in addition to 27 apartments, villas, and mansions. Perhaps his most opulent estate is the one in Suffolk. It's made up of many homes with a lake, treehouse, tavern, church, and subterranean music room. The estate has 4 houses, a 4-bedroom mansion, a 16th-century farmhouse, a contemporary detached farmhouse, and a cottage. Philip Schofield. Price, $2.72 million. Location, London, England. Shortly after divorcing his wife of 27 years, television host Philip Schofield recently spent over $3 million for a West London pad. This spacious kitchen and many other features can be found in this West London house, which is close to the River Thames. Schofield and his wife acquired another property for a little under $1 million jointly in the spring of 2021, despite splitting up, and he also gets to live close to his pals while he works out his $10 million split, which he and his ex characterized as amicable. His London property is close to both Declan Donnelly's present residence and Aunt McPartland's previous one. Schofield is seen by his neighbors as nice and normal, and he smiles every time he passes them. However, that doesn't surprise us. Alicia Keys. Price, $20.8 million. Location, California. For many years, Alicia Keys has been putting out successful albums. Her spouse, Swizz Beatz, is also a very accomplished musician. Nevertheless, the pair spent more than $20 million on an opulent California residence deemed the ideal party castle. Known to the family as Dreamland, the property is an architectural marvel that spans more than 11,000 square feet. It's so stylish and contemporary that some believe Marvel drew inspiration from it and modeled Iron Man's Razor Point house after Alicia's expansive estate. The walls of the family's 1,000-piece art collection demonstrate their passion for art. Peaches Geldof. Price, $1 million. Location, Kent, England. Due to the striking parallels between Peaches Geldof's 2014 death and that of her mother, Paula Yates, the world was rocked by her tragic end. Peaches had been living in a $1 million property in the Kent countryside with her husband and 2 children at the time of her death. With plenty of indoor and outdoor room for children to develop, the gorgeous home was an ideal spot to raise a family. Her expensive home was left empty for a while after her death, and antiques could be seen strewn over the property. Howard Stern. Price, $52 million. Location, Palm Beach, Florida. As real Floridians, Howard Stern and his spouse Beth bought a $52 million home in Palm Beach in 2013. Due to Howard's $13 million in upgrades, which includes a grand staircase, kitchenette, and a 1,000-square-foot walk-in closet for his wife, the mansion is now worth considerably more than what the Sterns paid for it. With the recent signing of a massive $100 million a year deal with his network, the shock jock now has more money to spend on his stunning beachside home. Stern reportedly moved there because he enjoys the cheap taxes in addition to the beautiful sunny weather. Kendall Jenner. Price, $8.5 million. Location, West Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. For a brief while, supermodel and reality TV personality Kendall Jenner resided in a gorgeous West Hollywood house. She purchased the home from stars John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, but she listed it for sale in 2017, saying the estate was jinxed. After renovations, it is now back on the market for $8.5 million. Jenner sold the house a year after the initial purchase in 2016 after a break-in that resulted in the theft of $200,000 worth of her valuables. Not only was the house broken into, but a fan was also taken into custody for following the celebrity outside her residence in a span of just 2 months. Naturally, Jenner sold it for $6.5 million after realizing she could no longer bear to live there. Kelly Clarkson. Price, $5.4 million. Location, Toluca Lake, Los Angeles, California. One of the greatest victors of the singing competition American Idol, Kelly Clarkson, has gone on to have a decades-long, very successful music career. For more than $5 million, Clarkson purchased a colonial complex near Toluca Lake, an idyllic wooded area of Los Angeles. The financial entrepreneur Douglas Merrill sold the house to Clarkson. Built in 1936, The Toluca Lake Estate had a significant renovation in 2016 that resulted in an addition of 5,000 square feet of living space. The white-shingled mansion has 2 houses, the main one and the guest house. It is situated on an acre of property behind gates and tall trees. Jennifer Lawrence, price $12.75 million, location West Village, New York, New York. The first person to purchase a home at Edward Minskoff Equities boutique condo in West Village was actress Jennifer Lawrence. For $12.75 million, Lawrence and her spouse purchased the property at 17 Jane Street. The condo was constructed in the location of a disused parking garage. Among the 7 units, Lawrence's unit is among the best. Her condo has a 1,410 square foot patio and 4 bedrooms. Lawrence already has a home at 443 Greenwich in the Upper Cool Tribeca building, so she purchased the West Village property to expand her real estate holdings in New York City.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon